Fucking finally!
What do you think that will look like?
Yes, we Doki Doki fans have waited 4 years for something new to emerge from Team Salvato. The long-awaited follow-up to one of the greatest psycho horror games of all time was a console port. Yeah, not exactly what we were expecting, but at least there is some new stuff in this game. June 30th arrived with the release of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. The digital release, anyway. This game's physical release was pushed back to July 31st, then August 21st, then September 21st, then finally October 8th. It was one delay away from becoming a meme. And as you can see, my copy is still sealed because I wanted to wait until this review to open it up and see the contents inside. So the following segment is going to be unscripted, just so my reaction is genuine. Without further ado, let's dive in. Alright, and here we are. The seal has been officially taken off, so now it is time to dive in. Let's see what we got. Ooh! Here is the disc. And then, of course, it is just Monica. Alright, let's check all this out because, yeah, all the pre-order contents are actually within all this. So, yeah, so that's the cover, and here's all the pre-order shit. So, here's the cover, and we're just gonna put you over there, and let's dive into what we got here. Oh, how nice! First thing you see when you open up the box, and it's a business card. Monica's promoting her new IP. Let's check this out. Ooh, a Literature Club member card. Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, I guess I gotta fill this out. I don't have a pen anywhere, I don't think. Favorite genre? Do they mean books?
According to Wikipedia, Diary of a Wimpy Kid is an American fiction book series and media franchise created by author and cartoonist Jeff Kinney. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
Alright, that doesn't help. Alright, my favorite word? I don't think you want me answering that. I am now officially a member of the Doki Doki Literature Club. My name is John. My favorite color is royal blue. My favorite genre is fiction. And my favorite word is fuck. This is a downloadable code for the official soundtrack for DDLC Plus that you will be hearing in this video, provided it's not fucking copyrighted music, because then that would suck. There's a download code on the front of this, and it tells me to redeem it at ost.ddlc+, which I will be doing immediately after recording this bit, because I don't want any of you fuckers getting your hands on this download code, okay? Oh, cute stickers. Cute little stickers of all the girls in their chibi form. There's coffee, there's some hearts, different colored hearts, and a pen to write the way into your heart, somebody's heart, I don't fucking know. Oh, these are the stand-up things. Yeah, these, you pop these out and then you stick them on their platforms, and they're like little, they're cutouts that you can place somewhere. So these will be cool. There's 2 of each, so yeah. And I think I know exactly where Monica is going to go. There we go. I have found a home for my Monica stickers. Future me, just remember to edit in a picture of the thing. Edit in a picture right here showcasing what I did with the Monica stickers. Cool, thanks. And last but not least, we have our little personal poem that was written to us by Monica. The satisfaction of control, the direct cause and effect of pressing pen to paper, the pride in my achievements, the responsibility for my mistakes. I breathe the weight of it all. Problems are just things that need solving. The future is called anxiety. The past is called regret. The present can be shaped by my hands, by my words, by my actions. It controls me. anchors me to my handcrafted reality, imprisons me within my own artisanship. The captive pen makes meaningless stains, wet lines soaked up by the pulp of dead cells. That's why I must learn to relinquish it all. The weight, the responsibility, the pride, the control. The pen in my hand, and the one in my heart, the one of my heart. So I can fly and chase yours, or learn to be happy, watching you fly without me. Let me know if it's a different poem than Control, or if everybody just got Control. Yeah. Well, now that we have released everything from the seal, let's return to the Literature Club. Metaverse Enterprise Solutions, that must be the VM they used to develop this game. All characters are over the age of 18. Guess I can cancel my trip to prison then. So this game actually gives you the option to review what takes place in it. It does, however, introduce spoilers, which doesn't really affect me, considering I've already gone through and beaten the original multiple times. This is nice and all, but what the fuck is this game rated? M for mature. That should be enough of a warning. Whatever, let's just agree and proceed. Ah, yes, not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. It's so memorable, people know exactly what you're talking about as soon as you say it. And here we are. Everything looks the same as ever. In fact, everything is the same as ever. Yeah, I can literally just copy and paste my script for the original game and nothing would change. But you know me, I went through the whole thing to see if I could find anything, even subtle things. And believe it or not, the entire game plays exactly like the original. Wow the girl of your choice by writing poems for her, find out your childhood friend took her own life, watch shit hit the fan, watch Natsuki snap her neck, watch Yuri kill herself, delete Monica, and get a letter at the end of the game. There's only one difference, and it's the only one I could find, and it's so subtle you probably didn't see it at first. In the original Act 2, when you got to Yuri and Natsuki fighting over who you should spend the weekend with, Monica would exclaim, "Jesus Christ, this is never going to end, just make the choice, okay?" Well, in DDLC Plus, the line is changed to, "For God's sake, this is never going to end, just make the choice, okay?" This change was most likely to cater to the liberals who would have otherwise been offended by the Lord's name being used in vain. Fucking dicks. With this game being released not only on Steam, but also PS4, PS5, and Nintendo Switch, Team Salvato needed a workaround for when you had to reset the game or delete Monica. Well, if you quit the game, you'll boot back to the VM. From here, you can access the files, pictures that you can make your wallpaper, mail from somebody, settings, the game's OST, and the main attraction, the side stories, a culmination of friendship stories that have nothing to do with the events of the original game. Oh, so that's what's so plus about Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. We have 6 side stories we can check out after writing poems for everybody and seeing all the CGs. So you still have to play the original in order to unlock them all. Which is good. There's an incentive towards revisiting it. So let's check these out. Before I do, I think you all know what I'm going to say next. If you don't want anything spoiled, get out. You were warned. Okay, moving on. So we begin with Monica making her announcement to no one. After some moping, Sayori arrives for the first time, and the two become better acquainted. Sayori then encourages Monica to stop being a massive perfectionist. One day, Sayori leaves behind her folder, and Monica skims through it. Sayori then gives Monica a piece of paper that reads, "Sometimes I want to die." Yeah, about that. Anyway, Monica then pulls Sayori into a warm embrace and comforts her. Afterwards, a new member arrives, and that concludes the side story Trust. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go through every side story in this video, as I encourage you to check out the rest of them for yourself. Each side story is 2 parts, and keep this in mind. The order that you see them is the order they are meant to be played in. One story is a precursor to the next. Each story has its own CG, and they revolve around 2 of the Dokis. Trust is Monica x Sayori, Understanding is Sayori x Yuri, Respect is Monica x Natsuki, Balance is Sayori x Natsuki, Reflection is Monica x Yuri, and Self-Love is Natsuki x Yuri. And yes, fan service is plentiful. After viewing all of those, you unlock one final side story. Equals. In this story, the The girls recap what they learned in the club after getting better acquainted with each other, and reflect on the memories and hardships that come with making friends, or any relationship for that matter. They take a selfie together, and the credits play. So, while the side stories didn't necessarily present to us what we expected, you know, this, the stories were still heartwarming and cute. It also gives you a conflicted feeling at the same time, because you may notice that Monica is not a psychotic bitch, so something isn't adding up here.
And to be frank, I'm not going to go deep into the whole Project Libitina lore, as MatPat has already posted 2 theories of this version of the game, which I definitely recommend you check out if you are interested. So, I guess that's really it. Not really. There's still technically one last thing in this game. It appears in the side stories menu after you have obtained 100% completion. Test VM.
Let's check it out. Oh, well, this looks lovely. Well, that was definitely worth it.
Yeah, that's only there to be another piece of the lore puzzle. Okay, now we're done.
Would I recommend this game? Well, if you don't give a shit about the side stories and just want to see what was all the rage back in 2017, then no. You're better off just downloading the original, which is still absolutely free. However, if you're a die-hard fan, like I've come to be, this is an absolute... I'm not entirely sure. At the end of the day, I think it's really up to the consumer to determine the game's value. Do I want to spend money for essentially an expansion pack for a game I already played, or do I say fuck that and just download the original game? I say it's worth it if you want to have all the feels at the end of it all, but in the grand scheme, I don't really see any benefits other than having access to beach episodes that aren't even canon, because that's all they are. Yes, I know I just got done saying how cute they were, but to be honest, I was expecting more of this, and I think I speak for most of the fanbase when I say that. It was a welcoming change, yes, but it wasn't what I was looking for. Now, I'm not saying I wanted everybody to die, heavens no, but at least give me something that'll make me feel like this again. And if you think you're going to find any changes in the main game compared to the original, well, like I said, that is a big NOPE.
I'm disappointed to see there's nothing new in the main game, but at the same time, I liked the side stories to an extent. I just would have liked to see this game throw a curveball at me, which, sadly, it never did.
Oh well. One thing we can't take away from this game, though, is that it is still as addicting as the original, and I wish Team Salvato the best of luck on their next project, whatever it may be. So what does Doki Doki Literature Club Plus get? Well, considering everything I said, I can't find myself giving this game anything but a 7 out of 10. And perhaps that's a good thing. After all, it's just a port, but with an expansion pack, so do what you wish. Load me.
Well, at least the pre-order shit was cool. I mean, I can now be an absolute boomer by saying I own a fucking floppy drive. And the personal poem was cute too, so yeah, I'll say it was $30 well spent. Now if you'll excuse me, I have some mediocre Ratchet & Clank PSP titles to play through, so until next time, have a nice weekend.
Be sure to like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications.